Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the confusing world of corporate filings and financial reports. And sometimes it feels like they are trying to hide something small in plain sight. Today we are diving into Volato Group Incorporated's latest official report, and it seems they are dropping some news about their performance. Before we jump in, if you like getting clear, no-nonsense insights from these documents, hit that subscribe button. And for more discussions and to connect with fellow corporate sleuths, join our Discord community, linked in the description below. So Volato Group Incorporated, a company that is registered in Delaware and trades on the NYSE American under the ticker symbol SAW, and has warrants trading over the counter with the symbol SAW, has just put out some information. This report is a standard current report, also known as a Form 8K, which is used by companies to announce major events that shareholders should know about. The earliest date mentioned here is the 13th of November 2025, which is when this report was filed. Volato Group Incorporated is publicly traded. Their class of common stock is listed on the NYSE American. They also have warrants, which are essentially options to buy stock later, and these are traded on OTC Markets Group Incorporated. It is worth noting that Volato Group Incorporated is identified as an emerging growth company. This means they are a newer, smaller public company, and they have some flexibility with certain financial reporting rules. They have elected not to use an extended transition period for new or revised financial accounting standards, meaning they are keeping pace with the latest accounting rules. The main point of this filing seems to be announcing their financial results for the third quarter, ending the 30th of September 2025. Companies release these to keep investors informed about how they are doing financially. The full details of these financial results are in a press release that was issued on the same day this report was filed, the 13th of November 2025. This press release is attached as an exhibit, and it is like the company's official story of their performance for the quarter. We will be diving into the highlights from that in a moment. This section tells us what documents are being filed along with the main report. The most important one here is Exhibit 99.1, the earnings press release, which we just talked about. They also include something called an interactive data file, which is basically a digital version of the financial information that can be read by computers, making it easier for analysts and regulators to process. The report is signed by Mark Heinen, who holds the title of Chief Financial Officer. This means he is confirming the accuracy of the information provided in this filing on behalf of Volato Group Incorporated. Now, let's get to the meat of it, the financial performance for the third quarter. The company has released its earnings for the third quarter of 2025. This report is all about sharing those numbers and what they mean for investors. Since this is a Form 8K, it is referencing an earnings press release, and that press release is where the financial tables and the detailed breakdown of their performance are located. We need to look at that exhibit. Exhibit 99.1 to really understand how Volato Group is doing. While the 8K itself is brief, it points us directly to the earnings release, which contains the crucial financial data. Without direct access to that exhibit, we can infer the intention of this filing is to formally present the company's financial standings as of the 30th of September 2025. Typically, these releases cover revenue, costs, profits, and cash flow. Companies often use these announcements to highlight positive developments and explain any areas that might be concerning to shareholders. As an emerging growth company, Volato Group Incorporated has the option to delay the adoption of certain new accounting standards, but they have chosen not to, indicating a commitment to current reporting practices. Given their trading on the NYSE American, investors will be watching closely to see if their financial results align with market expectations, especially for a company navigating its growth phase. Looking at this report, we understand that Volato Group Incorporated had an earnings announcement. What we are missing are the actual numbers from the press release itself. However, the purpose of this 8K is to officially provide that information to the public. For companies in the aviation or private jet sector, which is the general area Volato operates in, key metrics to watch usually include revenue from flight hours, aircraft utilization rates, maintenance costs, and any impact from fuel prices or operational efficiency. The fact that they are an emerging growth company might mean their financial statements are less complex than a more established corporation, but they still need to demonstrate a clear path to profitability and consistent growth. The warrants being traded separately suggests there is a level of speculation about future stock price increases, which is often tied to strong financial performance and expansion plans. From a broader perspective, Volato Group Incorporated is operating in a market that can be sensitive to economic conditions. Any downturns can impact demand for private aviation services. Conversely, periods of economic strength can lead to increased business activity and thus higher demand. The company's strategy, as communicated through these earnings releases, would likely focus on expanding their fleet, optimizing routes, attracting new customers, and managing operational expenses effectively to turn those revenues into profits. The Chief Financial Officer's signature confirms that the company stands by the reported figures, and any significant deviations from previous periods or industry trends would be closely scrutinized by investors and analysts. The absence of specific financial figures in this 8K filing underscores the importance of the reference press release, which we would normally analyze for key elements like total revenue, net income, earnings per S-share, and any forward-looking statements about future prospects. These numbers are the heartbeat of the company's financial health and its ability to deliver value to its shareholders. Now, looking at this release from a wider angle, Volato Group Incorporated is making a formal announcement about its third quarter performance. While the 8K itself doesn't contain the detailed financial tables, it directs us to them through the press release. As an emerging growth company, they are likely focused on demonstrating growth and potential. For companies in this sector, revenue growth is key, but so is managing the significant costs associated with operating an aviation business. We would look for trends in their revenue growth compared to the previous quarter and the same quarter last year. Are they gaining market share? Are their costs under control? These are the questions that the press release aims to answer. The presence of warrants also indicates that the market anticipates future growth, and the company's performance will determine if those warrants can be exercised profitably. The overarching story here is how Volato Group Incorporated is navigating its growth phase and communicating its progress to the investment community through official channels. Overall, Volato Group Incorporated's filing of this Form 8K is a standard procedural step to officially report their third quarter financial results through an accompanying press release. The key to understanding their performance, whether it is strong revenue growth, efficient cost management, or progress towards profitability, lies within that reference press release. For investors, this is a critical moment to assess the company's trajectory. As an emerging growth company, the focus will be on demonstrating potential and a clear path forward. The fact that they are not delaying the adoption of new accounting standards suggests a transparency and maturity in their reporting, which is a positive sign. The market will be closely watching these numbers to gauge the health and future prospects of Volato Group Incorporated in the competitive aviation sector. What are your thoughts on emerging growth companies and their financial reporting? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. And remember to subscribe for more insights into the corporate world. Don't forget to join our Discord community for more in-depth discussions and to connect with other viewers. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.